Let's take a look here at the next breaststroke drill in our progression series. This is going to kind of start to introduce the idea of a delay between the kick and the pull here. And it's going to build on a drill that we've already introduced, which is the accordion drill. If you don't remember the accordion drill or haven't checked out that video, be sure to search our breaststroke playlist for it. Essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to have the hands and feet kind of come together, and then as they become compact, then what we're going to do is release them. That's the accordion drill. In our delayed accordion drill, we're just going to release things a little bit differently. So here the hands are going to kind of come in and then shoot out into that nice streamline, and then we bring in the feet and then release the feet as they're going to go through. This drill is really nice. We'd really like this for younger swimmers actually, because it kind of helps them to teach they have this idea of a delay between the pull and the kick. Too often we see these items clashing with one another, and we have to remember that with our short axis strokes, it's really important to have that patience with it, so that way we can really optimally and effectively move forward through the water. Let's continue to explore some of the key things that we look for. Here, there's not too much with the arms. We like seeing the fingers interlaced right here as we're going through, hand over hand. So that way, when everything here kind of converges, we are going to go to a singular point, creating a streamline. And also we've kind of introduced this idea a little bit here of what we kind of call the triangle of space, especially as you're going to be kind of coming here and then really driving forward. As the hands return forward here to being in front of us, what we want to be able to do then is start to load up the kick. So let's go over the big items that we look for in the kick. Here what we want to see is the knees drawing in to the hips. We have a drill that we like to do also called heel touch. So that's going to really work here on the height of the kick. And our athlete does a great job right there. Check that out. The closer contact that you can get here to the hips, the heels to the hips here, you're going to have a great height in the breaststroke kick, resulting in a lot of power. We also look for here that the feet are going to be turned out. We're going to be able to catch water here on the inside of the foot and also on the inside of the leg, bringing them, kicking somewhat downward. We kind of want to have an angular downward kick. So this will be something we'll explore a little bit more as we're moving through. We don't want to kind of just kick straight down or just kind of straight back. To maintain power and really be able to get the most out of that kick, we have to kick at that downward angle. Another little secret here that we like to do is just kind of, as a tip for breaststroke, is to remember to squeeze those toes. Having those toes squeezed at the end just allows the feet to get up a little bit more, to be up here at the surface. And then when we're done with this, we should really feel like we're able to move nice and forward through the water. And then it's just going to be a repeat. This version or progression of the drill calls for the head to kind of stay in the water. So as the athlete needs to breathe, we would encourage them to breathe here into this spot by just lifting up the head and then returning it back down to the water. Kind of think about a quick breath. Often we see athletes take either a very long or delayed breath as they're moving through the water. Just kind of like this here. Take that breath and then boom, put that head back down. And we want to see that just done relatively quickly. And we just keep repeating that cycle and have that nice delay between the kicks. Here's just another perspective of the kick. Another thing that we didn't mention in the overwater view, but here we'll take a look at it now. Knees here are along the hip line. This is just a great setup right here as we're going up. Every athlete, remember, is going to be able to do some things differently. Some athletes are going to have just very natural ankle flexibility. Some are going to have great flexibility through the hips or even through the knees. So you're going to have to explore with what's going to work best with your athlete and kind of finding what and where their strengths are with the breaststroke kick. Our athlete here is breaststroke not the strongest, but has definitely improved tremendously since he's been working with us. So as we kind of mentioned here, we like seeing the feet turned out. That way, again, just grabbing the water on the inside of the foot and also on the inside of the legs. And then you can kind of see here just how the feet then start to go downward. The feet traveling outside the hip line is completely great. And then we kind of finish that kick going around, snapping the feet together. Remember then to just point those toes a little bit to allow the feet to get up into that surface area. We progress through, we're going to go on a return view here, just again kind of looking for those same items. The hands come in and then push out, great. And then the feet here are going to set up, coming around. The athlete takes a breath and then puts that head back down. And we just kind of keep repeating that cycle. Another thing that you guys can kind of notice when this happens is the hips rise up a little bit and then they go back down. We actually like this for our breaststroke swimmers. And again, there's different styles, so you're going to have to see what works either best for your program or your athletes here. There's a lot to like though. As our athlete was taking a breath there, just kind of like a quick skull. And just here, so you guys can see the knees just again along the hip line right here. Feet go out around the hips and then coming together, traveling in that nice straight line. Overall, if you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.